Don't film us, film you.
Yeah.
No, but y'all are pretty.
Well, you guys are prettier.
Yeah.
So
And now we're just in a contest.
Handsome.
I thought we were gonna interview y'all. We're not interviewing
We
y'all.
normally do this though. We normally do like a little
Half and half.
switcheroo and yeah.
makes it easy.
Well, we do the switcheroo too. All right, how about this?
Switcheroo.
All right. Well, basically, we are 100 Monkeys. My name's Jackson Rathbone, and this is Uncle Larry.
Yes, I am.
Ben Graupner.
Hello, hello.
Gus. Jared Anderson. Jared.
Oh, hey.
Here we go. Ben Johnson.
Hello.
And together, we make up 100 Monkeys. And we really appreciate y'all coming out to the show tonight and
Switcheroo.
switcheroo. All right. We really appreciate y'all coming out to the show tonight and digging the tunes and digging the switcheroo because that's what we do. But anyway, to explain a little bit about the band, the way we got started was back in Los Angeles, California. Ben Graupner and I,
We played music.
we played music, and basically what we did is kind of made up a lot of songs in our living room, and we used to call it Ben and Jay. But whenever we performed with other people, we didn't know what to call it, so we called it
Ben and Jay.
right, because we had Ben Johnson over here play with us all the time. And then once we gathered Jared Anderson,
Ben and Jared and Jay.
and then once we added Uncle Larry,
Uncle Larry and Ben and Jared and Ben and Jay.
anyway, long story short, the name had to be shortened. So we called it 100 Monkeys based on the idea that 100 monkeys over the course of an infinite time would create a work of Shakespeare, just basically jamming out random keys on a typewriter. And also the idea of the 100 monkey effect, which is basically once a certain amount of people know something or feel something, it spreads to the general populace based on the fact that we are all connected and we all live this life together regardless of what walk of life you are in, like where you are in space and time, where you are in your own mind. We all are connected, and we always will be. So that's kind of one thing that we really believe in and that we want to project to the world is that we are connected, and we hope that people enjoy themselves when they come to our shows. And it's like basically like our theory is if you come to one of our shows, hopefully by the first or second, third song, you'll be digging the vibe with everybody else, and all your daily worries will fade away and become a little bit of rock and roll, right?
Mhm.
Dig it.
And then you wake up late for work. Sorry.
But with a smile on your face. You will have a smile on your face, guaranteed.
Yes,
Guarantee
sir.
it. Guarantee it.
And then we also, on this tour, we are recording every minute of every show. And we're going to start mixing those down in May into a double disc album that's going to be released in late July. And it's going to be one disc of live songs that are standard set songs, and then another disc that is entirely improvised blues and improvised music from the shows. So we're really looking forward to putting that out. It should be 30 plus tracks of live monkey goodness, 100 monkeys goodness
I like
for
that.
all you guys to have.
I like that.
That's a good
I
idea.
like that.
The ideal is basically to spread as much love as we possibly can, and take people out of their ordinary lives, and hopefully that people kind of come together right now over 100 monkeys.
That's
I
right.
think you should say together.
It's eclectic rock and roll. We have a bunch of different styles. We incorporate jazz, funk, blues, country, a little bit of everything, but that's what makes it fun and unique. We're not like other bands where you pop in the album and the whole album kind of sounds the same. Since we all switch, and there's roughly 3.5 singers, you get a taste of something different from track to track, and therefore it takes you on a journey, a ride, like a roller coaster ride throughout the whole album. So if I was to tell somebody about our music, I would say it's which is a little bit of everything.
Onomatopoetic, because basically it describes the sound that we make.
I'm a big fan of rocka-bluesical. I think that's a pretty good word for it.
I like that.
Rock-a-bluesical.
What'd you say, Art?
I would say a cornucopia of beautiful melodies.
Okay, speaking of the switcheroo thing, where'd you guys come up with that? How did you like think of everybody switching instruments and kind
And
of
switch
like,
through the camera.
yeah?
I need the light.
We came up with it in the living room
I'm like, yeah.
because
Much like this on a couch.
we play music all the time in the living room, and you switch instruments because you like to switch it up. You don't want to just sit with the guitar or the bass or the drums all the time, and you play around with stuff, and things get better, and then they become songs. And
I blame it on ADD. We all have a little bit of it. That's what makes you creative and think outside the box. And so I guess we just started saying, why would we have a rule? Why do we have to be in a position? Let's break the rules.
That's right.
I definitely agree with Jared over here. It's like we like to break boundaries. We really do. We really want to kind of express the fact that everybody has a lot to offer the world and offer a song or offer anything. So basically, the principle is, if you want to do it, as long as you love it.
That's right.
And if you love it, other people will love it too.
Come on in, the water's fine.
Yes, sir.
You will not drown.
No, sir. What do you think, Ben?
I don't want to drown.
I don't want you to drown. I don't want you to drown.
Personally, I think as far as vocals go, two big influences for us have been Peter Tosh, who worked with Bob Marley, produced a lot of his earlier albums and did all the backup vocals on it. And he's a giant dude. And he sings like a woman, and it's beautiful.
just like a woman.
Just like a woman. It's absolutely fantastic. And Brian Wilson, who was the spine of the Beach Boys, and he there's something in his vocal melodies that it's absolute magic that we're trying to capture and bring to people again. Then on top of that, there's countless other artists. We've been on a huge Rolling Stones bender lately. Been reading all of their autobiographies, listening to all of their albums, all of their rare albums, and going through it and trying to take from that. And who knows? Tomorrow we might be listening to classical music or bluegrass or whatever. But whatever we're listening to, we're not just listening. We're studying it. We're trying to pull as much as we possibly can from it.
Oh, I just downloaded this album of Dog Packs Howling, and I've been studying that, and
That explains everything.
that's how I've really incorporated that into my vocal style. It's really helped, at least for my backups.
What do you think about that, Gus?
There's a really cute track of them doing Jingle Bells.
Oh my god, you guys are harmonizing. Wow. Did you say harmonizing dogs? Switcheroo.
A Howling Christmas, it's so cute.
Well, also one of our big influences is Spencer Bell. Basically, Spencer Bell was one of our biggest inspirations in music, and we have a legacy coming up, a Legacy Foundation to raise awareness for the orphan cancers, as well as to raise awareness for Spencer Bell and his music and how amazing of an artist and a poet, a musician, singer that he was, and all of his multifaceted talents. We are releasing an album that Ben Johnson produced, and Scott Coslett restored the audio for a little B-side album of Spencer Bell's work called Brain, and that'll be coming out I think by the time of the Legacy show, right, Ben?
Yeah. Hopefully.
April 24.
That's a square. That's a square.
Well, it's kind of a trapezoid.
And just look up SpencerBellMemorial.com and check out this amazing music and art and poetry.
I can lose stuff so fast. Car keys, credit cards, wallets, IDs.
Wait, what's your superhero name?
The loser.
I got a superhero name.
What's your superhero name, Uncle?
Snake Hips. I had to see it. I had to see it. I had to tell you that.
Oh my god.
It's true. It's true.
Johnson.
I can slide you in there.
I want to hop on board with Johnson there and say, oh, camera.
We hope that you take away inspiration and happiness.
What do you think?
I think on the same level as that, if you could come to a show and had a bad day at the job, or the kid is just giving you a bad time, this is a good place to come. When you come to a 100 Monkey show, because you will let all that go, and then you're going to have a different perspective when you go home tonight. The kid's going to know that, and your boss is going to know that too.
I think, Jared?
Whenever the kid gives me a bad time, I really love to get on stage and make other people whose kids give them a bad time a lot of endorphin rushes. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, Jared, do you have a kid? We didn't know about this. That's what the 100 Monkeys effect is all about. It's about people coming together and realizing something and digging it, you know, because we want people to, you know, enjoy their lives and celebrate life as it is. Say your names for us.
Ursula.
Ursula.
Yvette.
Yes.
Yvette.
Yvette.
Amanda.
Amanda.
I have the ultimate 80s name, so it's easy.
Well,
Amanda, Yvette, and Ursula.
Well, we have to thank y'all so much for coming out to interview us, even though we hold the camera on you and we're making you uncomfortable, I know.
No, it's okay.
We're
But don't worry.
We're used to it. We do
Um,
this. I'm not.
You're
I'm
not.
the scene behind her.
So hold it on her.
You make her uncomfortable.